everyone, I'm Koya. We are here in Calderba. We will introduce the real Pinoy
Yeah.
is the after sales and network development.
Yes. All right. Yeah. Hi guys. I guess it's much better if I just call myself Bill from Biker Box, as I am on most social media accounts. Thank you, Anne, for having me today. Let's go with the questions. Shoot.
Can you tell us what is Biker Box?
So Biker Box, at least we try to. We've been trying to for the past 8 years to be the one-stop shop for anyone on two wheels, from gears, apparel, helmets, motorcycles themselves, and services. We try to provide them to everyone. But yeah, it's basically just a place that anyone on two wheels can go to and hopefully find something they like and walk out with something they like.
So, what are the brands of motorcycle gears and apparel that you
That's a long list. I think if I list all of them today, we'll be here till maybe October next year. But I guess to give you a quick rundown, we have Bell, Biltwell, Zeus, THH, Ruby, Quart, Shark, Bearing. This is a long list, but I guess to highlight a few. For example, Shark. Shark was our first ordeal as a distributor. That was the first brand we ever brought in as a distributor. And the sister company, of course, Bearing, that makes suits and gloves and all of that. They're also we are also a distributor for them. And then another big one is Ruby, touted as the most expensive helmet in Manila because of the insane prices. But if you take a look at the helmets, it's kind of justified. And then, yeah, those are. So there's only a few that we're exclusive distributors for, like Shark, the helmets, the racing helmets, Bearing, Ruby, Quart, another French helmet, and then, if I'm not mistaken, what is this? Velt, V-E-L-D-T. Can't seem to remember all of them because it's literally a long list.
But are they really one-stop shop for
Yeah. Yes.
For the motorcycle brands, what are you?
So right now we've consolidated and narrowed it down to just Aprilia, Moto Guzzi. Those are our Italian motorcycles owned by Piaggio internationally, who also owns Vespa, but we only carry Vespa as a dealer. So as a distributor, we carry Aprilia, Moto Guzzi, and then as a dealer, we also carry Vespa. For Aprilias are kind of our racing brand. We have the Tuono, the RSV4, the Tuono 660, and the RS660. And then next year, we have the upcoming Tuareg, which is essentially an adventure bike, but on a smaller scale. For the Moto Guzzis, we have the V7, the V9, and the V85. And then next year also, we're coming up with the V100. It's going to be a sport tourer. That's going to be one of the first times that Moto Guzzi will be introducing a liquid-cooled engine into the market. So it's going to be exciting for the next year for the company.
Your market bike.
Yes. Yeah.
Specifically, are the target market?
For these kinds of motorcycles, it's really it's something that we've been discussing internally in the boardroom, that we were trying to figure out who we really want to hit. And what we realized with Aprilias and Moto Guzzis is it's these independent thinkers, these people who like to be unique and really know what they want, right? When you think of a sport bike, Aprilia doesn't really come top of mind, but the people who acquire or purchase or find Aprilias or try to get them are the people who understand what they are and understand what they're capable of. Same goes with the Moto Guzzis. These Moto Guzzis are air-cooled engines. They've been made for about 100 years. Actually, this year marks the 100-year anniversary of Moto Guzzi. And they're very unique and very full of character. So not everyone will really want one, but the ones that do love them. So it's hard to say what the target market is, but it's really the people who enjoy bikes for the sake of enjoying bikes. I guess that's yes.
So, aside from this, the motorcycle brand, bike, do you provide motorcycles?
Actually, yeah. We do servicing. So I'm actually the head of after sales, meaning I take care of spare parts, accessories, warranty, service. So we here in Sucat, We currently have one of the biggest service areas right down there, as you can see. Although, please don't take a video of it. It's not pretty yet. I'm still making sure that it looks good. But yeah, we do change oils. We do heavy repairs. But mainly for Aprilias and Moto Guzzis and Vespas as well.
Do you have other locations that they can visit?
So, yeah. So currently, Biker Box and Aprilia Moto Guzzi Philippines have we have 3 locations. We have one here in Sucat, one in Pampanga, one in Davao, and next year, hopefully, we'll be opening up a few more. But the one that's coming up right now will be in Brixton, Pasig, next to our Vespa dealership over there. So that's going to be another Aprilia Moto Guzzi dealership in Pasig.
Since you mentioned that some stores open, right?
Yeah.
What are the other plans in the society?
Just, it's hard to say, really, especially with the pandemic in the past year. But we were very thankful that we wouldn't get hit as bad. But in the next 5 years, we're hoping to expand, and really, the main goal is to help riders find what they need, get what they need, and then be able to ride as much as they can. So it's just expansion and helping more people in the next 5 years, hopefully. Getting more people on 2 wheels is kind of the dream, right? For any company that provides the services and merchandise that we do. Just getting more people on 2 wheels, yeah. All right, so as I was saying, guys, we have gear and apparel for almost everyone, from people on Mias all the way to people on GSs or Aprilias. So right here we have the Zeus's, our entry-level helmets. They are very, very inexpensive, and they're very good for your head. They're rated for ECE 22.06, which considers brain injury criterion. So moving down, we still have Zeus. We also have THH, which are also our entry-level helmets, and some here are scattered. The Bells and the Aturbis helmets. Another THH, and we keep going down. These are our entry levels. And then we suddenly hit the suits. These suits are bearing suits. They are a French company that makes racing apparel from boots, gloves, jackets, pants, and then also, of course, suits. They're the sister company of this company, Shark, which are performance helmets. They make helmets for people on adventure bikes, or sport bikes, or even MotoGP, just like Zarco. And then if we keep going, we have our Built-Well gloves and grips. And over here, we also have some of our Aeromax windscreens. Over there, more bearing stuff. Oh, and before I completely forget, we are about to open it. Well, we are on our soft opening. I think we can cut to a video feed of that. Mitas, we carry that here in Sucat. We're the main distributor for Mitas tires in the Philippines. They are tires made in Slovenia. Really good grip and very long lasting. I've had a guy come back here after 20,000 kilometers on his Sport Force, which is supposed to be the stickiest rubber we have. And it's insane that it barely went bald. So there's that. It's over there. I'll show you guys that later. We also have the Bell helmet, Bruiser, all the way to the Bell Moto 3. And we also carry Vespas. Oh, Velomaki. We are one of the dealers. We're supposed to be, we're one of the dealers of Velomaki. So we also carry the gloves. If not a lot of people know that Velomaki has gloves. They're pretty dope. They're very cool and unique. So they got the bags. What else is here? Oh yeah, so once we go down here, we can see the Shark shelf and see all of these beautiful, very, very safe, very, very good French helmets. And over here are my favorite helmets, personally. We are one of the dealers for Built-Well. Built-Well helmets are one of the best helmets to own. They're ECE 22.06 rated as well. They're very cool looking and they're very retro. So perfect for anyone who wants to get a helmet that looks retro. So a Vespa guy, Royal Enfield guy, or an R19 guy. Works for everyone. So we're back on the second floor as we were during the other part of the video. But now we're going to try to explain things here. So yeah, we got the bearing here next to our Aprilias. Aprilias and Moto Guzzi's, we carry them, as I said earlier. They're both still made in Italy. They're both owned by Piaggio internationally. And they're insanely filled with character. That's the thing that I love about these bikes, is that despite all the technology and all the research and development they put into these bikes, there's still a soul there that you can feel. So the lineup for Aprilia is the Aprilia RS V4, the Aprilia RS 660, which we launched this year, the Aprilia Tuono 660, and the Aprilia Aprilia Tuono V4. All of them were kind of redesigned for this year. New headlight, new fairings, new everything. The 660s are all new bikes for 2021. And we also have the Moto Guzzi's. Unfortunately, we only have one here left because they sell out like hotcakes. People like the bike a lot. So this is the V85, but we also carry the V7 and the V9. The V85 is a middleweight adventure bike that I personally really like because of how nice the suspension feels and how not so powerful the engine is. And because of that, it actually provides a really good riding experience. And then when we move over to this really expensive looking shelf over here, these are our French, really expensive helmets, the Rubies. I think the shelf plus the helmets inside, they're about 1.2 million. But to be fair to the helmets, the amount of calfskin leather inside of these helmets would cost about 500,000 pesos if it was a bag. So 150, 120,000 for a helmet with this much calfskin, and it's also made out of carbon fiber and titanium, is pretty good. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys. I'm sorry for taking up so much of your time, but I hope you enjoyed that little tour of Biker Box. We have all the gear and apparel, motorcycles, and we provide services. Let's just not take a video of that because magdumi. But yeah, that's it. So guys, thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. We have currently 3 locations by Pampanga, Sucat, and Davao. Please visit us. We have probably what you need, and we'll try to take care of you when you're here. Thank you.